Good day, dear friends. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you how remedies work in Jyotish, that is also known as Vedic astrology. So, some clients ask me this question, right? So, when we come to astrologers, they tell us to do certain prayers for certain number of days and go to temples, etc. What does it have to do with my personal problems, like finance problems or health problems, etc.? How does it solve? Where is the connection, right? They want to understand these remedies. So this is what I'm going to explain to you today, how they work at different levels: spiritual level, personal level, social level, and economic level, how these remedies work. So what happens is, when we have a problem, say for example, say we have health problem or say financial problem, we are usually anxious, or we are stressed, we have low moods, and sometimes we may even go into depression. So at that time, say, let's go to an astrologer and see what's happening with my horoscope and what is my karma and why am I facing this issue. So astrologers usually look at your horoscope and they say, "Hey, this is the current time period that you are going through, this is the dasha, like say Saturn Mahadasha, and it is there for another 19 years for you, or Rahu Mahadasha, it is there for 18 years. So there will be ups and downs, and there will be some stresses and challenges in your life during this period. At the same time, I'm also seeing some gochara, which is, say, certain grahas are acting in certain way in your particular domain, say finance domain. There is a drishti of Saturn and it is slowing you down, for example. And as a remedy, I'm telling you, you go get done Navagraha Puja at a temple and say, then take 40 days Hanuman Diksha. And during this period, you should eat only vegetarian food and try to cook, self cook, and always eat fresh food. And daily, in the morning, take shower, do prayers, do this particular parayana, like, recite Hanuman Chalisa. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays and Saturdays, go to a temple, do Hanuman Archana, and keep doing donations and keep helping others, and make sure that your words are controlled and you are not using any foul language, and you are sharing your food with others, etc. Some disciplinary rituals that they tell you. Now, the question is, how do they work? First, let me explain to you the spiritual and the religious aspect. As per Hinduism, we have levels of devatas. Highest we have Paramatma, then we have the Trimurtis, then we have the avatars, and then we have Kula Devata, Grama Devata at village level, and Ishta Devata at personal level, etc. Similarly, for each type of an issue, we have certain devatas associated, and certain energies are associated for each devata. So for example, Hanuman is associated with courage. When we are scared of something, we usually pray to Hanuman to come out of it. And similarly, Hanuman Chalisa is also used when we are going through a Saturn Mahadasha, because Saturn is indebted to Hanuman, and as per the story. So when we have that Saturn Dasha, when we pray to Hanuman, we connect with Hanuman, who is a Chiranjeevi. That means who is always there, and it's easier to connect to Hanuman because he's living being and he is on earth as per the Puranas. So the connection is easier than connecting with higher devatas like Vishnu or Shiva or even avatars Rama. Through Hanuman, we can connect to Rama, and Rama is an avatar of Vishnu, so we are actually connecting to Vishnu indirectly through Hanuman. But it is relatively easier to connect to Hanuman because Hanuman is in this realm. He's a Chiranjeevi, he's living, so he's in this human realm, so we can connect with him. So this is the reason we do Hanuman, and that's how we connect with Hanuman. And once we get his Hanuman's anugraha, our problems do reduce, their intensity reduces. This is the spiritual side. Now let me tell you the practical side. Practically, how do they work, right? As we discussed, when we have a problem, we tend to be we tend to withdraw from society. We are anxious, we are nervous, we are stressed, we are sometimes it's a bigger problem than some people actually go into depression. Somehow we have to come out of it. We don't feel like getting up from bed, and we tend to eat junk food. We don't even notice what we are eating. We don't notice what we are wearing. We don't notice how our surroundings are. Cleanliness and all that may take a hit. And also, we are not very much interested in meeting with new people or even friends. We try to withdraw from the society. These are some of the symptoms. Not everyone suffers from all these symptoms, but some symptoms happen when we are facing a problem. What these kind of dikshas do is, we have to get up from the bed, whatever may the situation, when we are in this diksha. And whenever we see this, because they tell us to, they tie us, they tie some sacred thread to our hand or give us a mala when we are in diksha, the astrologers or the priests. Whenever we see that mala or whenever we see that thread, it reminds us, yeah, we are in diksha. We have to be disciplined. We have to follow these rituals. That gives us a disciplined lifestyle that reduces our anxiety, because in a hopeless situation, we are doing something to relieve that problem. That itself calms us down. And because we are following the ahara niyama, that is food properly, we are eating proper food, we are eating vegetarian food, we are eating homemade food, we are eating self-made food, we are offering to God first, we are offering to our neighbors, we are offering to our friends, family, and we are sharing that as a naivedya. So this also gives us a disciplined lifestyle. This improves our health, because we are not telling you, yeah, you are depressed, go to a bar, get drunk and forget your problems. That's not what we are saying. We are actually saying, eat proper food, get up daily and do your prayers, walk around, meet others, share your food with, go to temple twice, and there you do pradakshinas. That itself is a physical exercise for you. And because you meet people, now you are out of the house, you are getting sunlight, you are now coming into the society. Hopefully somebody will, you will listen to others, some solution may come. Or even if you are not sharing your problem with them, just by talking to others, your brain starts working. uh, uh, so all this at a personal level, it works like that. So because you are doing it for 40 days and you are following a disciplined lifestyle, health wise and mental health wise, body health wise as well as mental health wise, you improve, automatically improve if you follow this discipline. And because you are wearing that sacred thread during that diksha, it will remind you that you should not use foul language, you should not lose control of your tongue, or those kind of things that will improve your relationships also. So all these benefits are there. So at a practical level, it actually works if you really try it wholeheartedly. Even if you are not so spiritual or religious, just by practicing this, you will see the improvement. And hopefully when your brain starts working, you will look at solving that problem in some form of the other. That is the personal level. Now social level, because you are meeting others and because you are involving others by sharing the naivedya and by going to temples, there is a societal activities are going on. And because of this diksha, you are talking about Hanuman. So this knowledge, the religious knowledge, the spiritual knowledge, the civilizational knowledge, the civilizational best practices that our ancestors have come, will continue like this. Otherwise they will, as a society, will forget them. If we are not doing this, any civilizational knowledge that is passed on from previous generations, for it to continue, these kind of small rituals are needed. Then only by discussing those, the knowledge base continues. And this is good knowledge only. Where is harm in it? By taking good sattvic ahara, by maintaining good relationships, by talking good words, and by following a disciplined life, you are only doing good to yourself and to the people around you. This is the reason why our ancestors have thought through this when they have created these rituals, or when they have created these astrological remedies. They're making sure that the society is also benefiting as a whole. And there is a economic benefit also. to do these prayers, you are buying some flowers, you are buying some coconuts, and you are buying some good clothes, you are wearing nice clothes, and you are donating. That will also make sure that the cash flow is happening in the economy, so economy keeps going on. So this helps the economy as well. Another thing, if the Jyotishi, that is the astrologer that you're meeting, is a good person, is a dharmic person, they should give you remedies based on your financial and the physical situation. They should not give you remedies that you cannot do. God listens. It doesn't matter whether you're doing a small puja or a big yajna with a village, or just small puja with your small community around you. God listens anyway. Bhagavan listens anyway, or your brain starts working anyway. You don't have to do with thousands of people, hundreds of thousand people, or you don't have to do big yogas or yajnas or big homams that is beyond your financial or physical capacity. Sometimes you may have financial capacity that physically you may not be in that situation to do. You should do, your Jyotishi astrologer should have the basic common sense to give you those remedies that you can practically do in given a situation. Okay, so this is how remedies work. Okay, hope it makes sense to you, and hope you respect these remedies and some pujas and prayers, and you understand how they work both practically and spiritually. And thank you for listening to me.